Tonight across the Caribbean, the death toll from Hurricane Irma is growing, with nearly 24 dead. I'm Anna Manuel.
And I'm Mark Edwards. Thanks for watching Fox 23 News at 9. At this point, President Trump says the U.S. is, quote, prepared at the highest level to deal with the monster storm. While in Florida, Governor Rick Scott warning South Florida residents they now have just hours left to safely evacuate.
Fox News correspondent Joel Waldman is in Miami monitoring the latest developments in our top story.
From the Keys to here in Miami, the biggest concern is for deadly storm surge up to 10 feet as Hurricane Irma makes its move inland.
I ask everyone in the storm's path to be vigilant and to heed all recommendations from government officials and law enforcement.
With a path of death and destruction in its wake across the Caribbean, Hurricane Irma weakened to a Category 4 storm Friday. But don't let that fool you. It still remains a major hurricane that appears bound for Florida this weekend.
The majority of Florida will have major hurricane impacts with deadly storm surge and life-threatening winds. And we can expect this along the entire East Coast and the entire West Coast.
Now, from South Florida to the Carolinas, people are bracing. Mandatory evacuations are in effect in many parts of the coastal Southeast, with traffic backups continuing to be an issue. At this point, National Guard troops are already being positioned, and plans have been announced for nighttime curfews in some communities. Here in Miami, there have been long lines at emergency shelter locations as officials are now forcing homeless people into shelters.
Anybody that's still staying on the streets, they're going to die. They're going to die.
Final flights have also been departing Florida airports, leaving many stranded travelers unable to get seats.
10 minutes before boarding time, they just canceled the flight without giving us any explanations whatsoever.
The Navy is now moving in an aircraft carrier and other ships for humanitarian relief if needed for Hurricane Irma. Reporting in Miami, Joel Waldman, Fox News.